Hey, dinner.
Huh?
Not huh. I'm saying I want dinner.
Well, even if you say dinner, first of all, where are you?
Where? I'm obviously at home. What are you talking about?
Wait, what about work?
I finished early today. I worked without a break for lunch and got off early. So I'm hungry. Hurry up.
Oh, I see. If that was the case, you could have let me know.
You're always home, so it's not necessary to always keep you posted. By the way, where are you now?
Right now, I'm out shopping near the train station.
Ugh, the head of the house comes home, and you're not even prepared with dinner. You really are a useless wife, aren't you?
No, it's still early in the evening, and I didn't know you'd be coming home this early.
Listen here, a wife should be ready to serve her husband's meal as soon as he gets home. The bath isn't even ready. What's going on?
That's because I didn't know you'd be coming home at this time.
Stop making excuses. Just hurry home and get dinner and a bath ready. I'm tired, okay?
I just got here, so it'll probably take another hour.
Huh? You really are useless. Fine. I'll just go eat out.
What? Just wait a little longer. The shopping will be done soon and... Oh, there's some leftover food in the fridge. You can nibble on that if you want.
I can't eat that. As long as I wait for you, I'm going to eat outside so it's good. Don't ever serve me leftovers.
Fine, I get it.
That's a point off for you. Don't make me mad.
Yes, I understand.
Hey, over this Sunday, my mom and dad are coming. So just prepare a decent meal, okay?
What? Why all of a sudden?
Don't ask me about that. My parents just said they want to come over. Isn't that enough?
What? You didn't ask why they want to come over?
It doesn't really matter what their purpose is. Besides, I told them it would be fine to meet somewhere else. But they insisted they wanted to come to the house. So, prepare food and drinks, alright?
By drinks, you mean they're going to stay over?
Who knows? We won't know until the day itself. Just prepare bedding so they can stay if they need to. Oh, and my dad's been watching his blood pressure recently. Be mindful of the seasoning in the food.
Hey, wouldn't it be okay if I ordered something?
That's obviously not okay. This is your chance to impress, you know? Show some effort.
I believe I always do my best.
Huh? You? Doing your best in your usual way? Are you underestimating the job of a housewife?
What? What's that supposed to mean?
First of all, you're eating food paid for with my money. And you dare to say that you're doing your best? At the very least, you should welcome my parents without any complaints.
I didn't say I had any complaints. Even if they suddenly show up, I always treat them properly.
Don't get too proud for doing what's expected. Of course, it's a given.
But you always complain when my parents come over.
Well, of course. They're not my parents after all. Plus, your parents are always nitpicking. And it's exhausting for me.
Isn't it the same for me? They're not my parents either.
You're already part of my family. So my parents are your parents too, right? You're being nagged because you're an inadequate wife. If you don't like being told off, then you should become a proper wife. You should understand that much by yourself.
Well, that might be true, but...
Anyway, make sure you take good care of both of them. Your embarrassment is my embarrassment. Understand?
I understand.
Hey, what was up with that dinner? Both my mom and dad were disappointed.
Well, even if you say that, I was careful to reduce the salt. And I even prepared the kind of drink your dad said he likes.
Look, the low salt thing is only for my dad. Having us all eat like we're in a hospital isn't satisfying at all. Adding more flavor to our food. You're failing because you can't think of.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not I'm sorry. It's I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry, sir.
My mom and dad who took the trouble to come here. Don't you feel sorry for disappointing?
If you're going to keep saying that, then you should just do it yourself.
What? You're the wife here. The housework is your job. You're being supported by me and you're going to fight back?
That's not what I mean. I'm just saying if you're going to complain so much, you might as well do it yourself.
You're a woman. You can't even earn your own keep. And you're challenging me. It's 100 years too early for that.
You don't have to put it like that.
A woman like you. If I were to dump you, it would be the end for you. Do you understand that?
Dumping me? I'm not an object, you know.
Go to the bedroom right now.
Huh? What? All of a sudden?
Just do it. Take a look at the drawer of my side table.
Huh? What's this?
It's a divorce paper. I've already filled in my part.
Why is there such a thing here?
This time, you're getting points deducted, you know. If you get another deduction, I'm going to submit this.
What?
Well, if you don't want this submitted, make sure you don't upset me, okay?
What is this? You mean if you're not pleased, you'll divorce? Is that why you were talking about deductions?
Yeah, that's what it means. I'm going to stay at my parents' house tonight. Spend tomorrow reflecting at home.
What is this?
Hey, tonight, I'm bringing my junior colleague home. You got the dinner and drinks ready.
Yes, I understand.
This is your chance to make up for the last time. I've been watching you these 2 weeks, and you seem to be trying pretty hard.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I guess you finally have some awareness as my wife. If only you had been like this from the beginning.
That's true. I think so too.
Nice, you're speaking politely. It feels like I'm the master of the house. You must be happy to be able to serve me, right?
Yes, I suppose so. So, how many people are coming tonight? If there are any allergies or dislikes.
Oh, nothing like that. But they're still young. So make something that gives them stamina. Well, meat. Yes, meat. I'll have sashimi and sake. As long as they have beer, they're good.
I see, got it.
Well, I'm counting on you. Do your best. Hey. Those guys I brought yesterday, they were praising you.
Is that so? That's good to hear.
The food was all delicious and they said you're a beauty for your age. Well, you're always trying to look young. That's what makes you my wife.
Thank you.
The food, well, it's all thanks to me. My advice has helped you improve to this level.
Thank you.
Hey, you could be a bit more excited, you know. It's rare that I'm praising you.
Yes, thank you.
Also, they said they want to come again, so I'm counting on you for that too.
Yes, I understand.
Hey, are you not home again? Didn't I just tell you about this the other day?
What? Are you back already?
Yes, I am. That's why I'm telling you. Maybe I've been praising you too much lately. You're not getting cocky, are you?
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Even though you were scolded by me the other day. You haven't prepared dinner or the bath again. Just because I didn't contact you doesn't mean your excuses will work.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to get another point deduction? Next is divorce, you know.
Yes, I suppose.
What do you mean, I suppose? There's no way you can divorce me. Even though if you divorce me, you'll be homeless.
Well...
What?
We're already divorced, you know.
What?
So, we're divorced, okay?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't you notice when you look around the house? My stuff is gone, right?
What? Huh? So where? Where are you?
I don't need to tell you. In fact, I don't feel like telling you.
You, don't mess with me. What the hell are you doing on your own?
Huh? Doing whatever I want? Who's been doing whatever they want up until now?
What? I'm the head of this household. All you have to do is listen to what I say.
That's right. So I've been listening to you all this time, haven't I?
That's a matter of course. Don't get cheeky with me, living off my support.
That's why I've stepped out from being your dependent and became an individual. And you're still making a fuss about it?
Making a fuss? I'll never accept a divorce in the first place. I haven't agreed to it.
Huh? What are you saying? You wrote the divorce papers yourself.
What?
You signed them yourself and prepared them for me, didn't you? Was it a points deduction system, maybe? From my point of view, you were minus 100 points a long time ago, though.
What? Who do you think you're talking to?
To my former husband who's acting all high and mighty, I guess. Marrying a man like you. I've always regretted.
Who do you think you are? I've taken care of you all this time. And you're repaying kindness with ingratitude?
Huh? You've taken care of me? You left all the housework to me. All the arrangements for gifts to your parents, too. I picked up your discarded clothes every day. And when you found something you didn't like, you would nitpick and deduct points. What on earth do you think you are? Are you a stopwatch?
What? That's what I've been saying is your job. I'm the one who's earning money out there, so it's natural that all authority should be with me.
If you say you're earning money, are you bringing home $7,000 a month? If your annual salary is $70,000, I could tolerate that much. You do know how much you make, right?
$25,000.
Yeah, I thought so. Do you think you have room to spare in your life? You go out drinking whenever you like, and just the fact that you think you can afford to do that is painful for me.
That's why you need to save.
Why do I have to do all that? You're the one who cut back, right? Then it's your own doing.
That's because it's the wife's job.
No, it's not my job. To begin with, when I tried to work, you and your parents all together said, it's embarrassing for a wife to work outside the home, didn't you? Being poor is much more embarrassing.
You were thinking like that?
Yes, of course. I just didn't say it because your pride is unnecessarily high. It's also a hassle when you get defensive.
What the hell are you? Am I supposed to take that from you?
Of course you are. We're strangers now. How long are you going to play the dominant husband? You're clinging too much to your past glory. The only one who thinks it's glory is you.
What are you? What do you plan to do by divorcing me? You're a woman. You can't work.
Huh? What are you saying? I've been working for the past few months.
What?
A former coworker from the company I used to work for started their own business. They invited me to join them.
What? You've been working behind my back? You're supposed to be at home all the time, right?
I was there, right? I was working from home when you weren't there, and saving a little money.
What the hell is that?
Trying not to get caught and pretending to be reflective and obedient was tough, you know? It was a test of patience until I found a house. I kept telling myself.
So that's what it was. Then you really were deceiving me. You're a truly despicable woman.
I don't care what you say. Just the fact of being divorced makes me feel so much lighter. I should have divorced earlier.
Hey, are you really okay with this? Divorce means we're no longer a couple.
Huh? What's that? It's the best. There may be no greater happiness than this.
Do you hate me that much?
It's not about hate. I can't even breathe the same air. I can't even stand being within 10 kilometers. I don't want to do anything for you. And I don't expect anything from you anymore. So I want to erase you from my memory.
Why? Why go that far?
Aren't you the one who understands it best?
But divorce is embarrassing. In this day and age, being divorced.
I think it's more embarrassing to live a married life with a man like you.
What? How do you plan to live from now on?
Didn't I tell you I'm working? I kept quiet because I felt sorry for you, but I almost double your income, you know? Still, why am I being worried about?
Huh, double.
That's right, so unlike before, I don't have to hold back on going to the beauty salon. And I don't have to ask every time I buy something. I can spend money freely just for myself. Life is not to be thrown away yet.
No, that's a lie. Double my income?
Also, I have a qualification, you know. It's a rare job. People like me are valued.
I understand. I won't say stay a housewife like before. You can do whatever you like with your job, and if both of us work, our lives would be much easier, right?
Huh? What are you saying? Do you want me to turn into an ATM after being a housemaid?
No, that's not it. Leave everything to you. I'm admitting that it was my fault too, so I'll share the burden too.
Share? Wasn't it the woman's job to take care of the house?
I used to think that, but not anymore. I'll change my mind too.
No need to change your mind. A person who doesn't know what's where in the house from scratch, I don't feel like teaching. I told you, right? I don't want to breathe the same air as you.
That might be true, but I'm reflecting on my actions, you know. Are you really going to abandon me like this?
Interesting. You're acting as if you're great for reflecting? Oh, poor me, I'm being abandoned? You must have a strong victim mentality, huh? Ew, gross.
Gross? You don't have to go that far.
But it's true, isn't it? In the end, it's all about you. You don't consider me at all. That kind of man is disliked by everyone, you know.
I'm sorry. I admit that I've done a lot wrong. I'm really reflecting. So please, come back to me.
Okay, minus points.
Huh?
I've also had some bad points. What do you mean by also? Also? If I had any faults, where were they? Come on, tell me that.
That's, you know, it's a figure of speech.
You're thinking, if she's going this far, I don't think I'm wrong, but I'll apologize. Something like.
No, it's not like that.
No, the thing about human nature is, it doesn't change that easily. That rotten attitude of looking down on women, I bet it'll never change for the rest of your life. Enjoy being divorced forever.
That's not true. I will make an effort for you.
It's not for me. It's for yourself. I'm a stranger now, and I have no relation to you. Whether you change or not has nothing to do with me, and I'm not interested. So if you're going to change, go ahead and do it on your own. Now I have unpacking to do. Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, listen. Please, come back to me.
I blocked my ex-in-laws and Rick's contacts before they could come after me. I had already consulted with my parents about the divorce, so they should be unable to contact them too. Well, we didn't have any property to speak of, and there was no division of property, so I took out only the bare minimum and started my long-awaited single life. However, one of my friends works with Rick, and from what I heard, he shows up every day in a wrinkled shirt and has aged quickly. Mumbling, it was all my fault. Seeing him going down such an unhappy path has lightened my heart a bit.
Kevin, I'm very disappointed in you. You'll be paying me compensation for this. I'll never forgive you.
Huh? What are you talking about? Nancy? Hello? Where did this come from all of a sudden?
Don't Nancy me, you dirtbag. I know what you did. You disgust me. This is what all men are like deep down. Cheating is a man's instinct. It's in your blood. This act of yours isn't gonna work with me anymore.
Basically, you think I'm cheating on you? What gave you that idea?
I don't think it, and it's not an idea. I know it's true, so stop trying to gaslight me. Because you are cheating on me. And what's worse, you're not even man enough to admit it.
I'm really not.
Why even bother playing dumb at this point? The jig's up, Kevin.
No, I'm really not. You must be making some kind of misunderstanding.
I have photo evidence. There's no way for you to worm your way out of this one.
Oh, really? Show me then. Because you're 100% making a misunderstanding.
Nope, I won't be doing that. I'll be revealing them when I file my request for compensation from you. in the event that you're foolish enough to refuse to pay up. I'll have the perfect trump card up my sleeve.
You're absolutely adamant I cheated, and nothing I could possibly say will change your mind, huh?
I've had my suspicions for a while now. You've been coming home later and later recently.
Sorry about that. The boss keeps piling overtime on me.
Plus, you were humming happily to yourself all morning yesterday.
Is it a crime to hum now? Seriously, is this some kind of joke?
You're an expert liar, Kevin. I'll give you that. But then, pathological liars do tend to be good at what they do. That said, you do well not to underestimate a woman's instinct. When you betray someone like this, they don't just wake up the next morning and forget all about it.
Listen, Nancy. Please, can you just calm down and listen to what I'm saying?
I am calm, and I have been this whole time. You're so patronizing.
Would you mind telling me why you think I'm cheating on you then? All you're doing is throwing accusations at me and not giving me a chance to defend myself.
Washington Union Station.
What about it?
You were there yesterday, right? At night? With a woman?
I was in the area. Me and some friends had been bar hopping, but there were no women. It was just me and the boys from work.
And there it is. The lies begin. Listen, Kevin, you see, there's one little problem with your story. I was there too, with my friend. I saw you and her as plain as day with my own eyes. You were linking arms while waiting for a taxi together.
Right. And did I get into the taxi with her?
Like hell if I know. I was so incensed that I couldn't stand to watch it anymore. So I just took some photos and went home.
Did I not go home immediately after that?
Damn it, Kevin, I told you I don't know. I stayed the night at my friend's place.
I see. I gotta say, I'm not impressed. You should have more substantial proof before you go making accusations this serious. I think you're gonna feel dumb as hell when you realize what was actually going on.
Huh? Going on the offensive, are we?
I'm hardly going on the offensive. I'm just saying you're wrong. If you actually bother to put some effort into gathering proof, instead of jumping to hasty conclusions, you'd soon realize how wrong you are.
Just give it up already, Kevin. You've been found out. I have photographic evidence. Caught red-handed.
The woman you saw me with? She was disabled. There were some major delays with the trains last night, so she couldn't ride the subway as planned. She was in trouble, so I helped her. She had tons of luggage, so I helped her to the taxi waiting area.
Funny how meeting a beautiful woman suddenly turns you into the Good Samaritan, huh? You snake. Plus, if she was really disabled, wouldn't she be at home or have a carer? If she was hanging around in the station, she probably wanted guys to hit on her. Ugh, what a poisonous woman.
You should be more careful about what you say.
Look how quick he is to defend his fair maiden's honor. Oh, she's got you wrapped around her little finger, I see.
Wrong. I didn't even get in the taxi with her. After helping get her luggage in the car, we went our separate ways. I got my own taxi home when she left.
Sure you did.
I have no idea why you don't believe me.
I don't want to hear your lies anymore, Kevin. Me and you are so over. Make sure you check your bank balance tomorrow, so you can get ready to pay me the money you're gonna owe me soon.
Hey, Nancy!
What?
Not what? What the heck are you doing? Your dad and brother just barged their way into my house!
Oh, they did? I did say they didn't have to do that.
You told them I was cheating on you, didn't you? They also seem to think I've been hitting you? I've never laid hands on you once in my life, and I would never! What the heck are you playing at?
You may not have hit me physically, but you did mentally. I told my dad and brother everything when I went home in tears yesterday. Seems like what you did upset them so much they decided to take matters into their own hands. I can't pretend you didn't deserve it. You brought this on yourself. Did they mention anything about the compensation?
Why the hell would I have to pay you compensation? Not only have I done nothing wrong, but now you're sending family members over to break into my house and assault me?
Quit your whining, you sorry excuse of a man. Please, can you just calm down? Oh, by the way, I also told your company that you cheated on me. You'll probably be summoned into the boss's office sometime tomorrow. Things aren't looking great for you, Kevin. Things would be easier if you would just man up and admit what you did.
Sorry for the late reply. I was busy filing legal charges against you.
You were doing what?
I have the contact details of the woman you accused me of cheating on you with. She said she's willing to testify to clear my name.
And what grounds would you possibly have to take me to court? You're the one who cheated, you moron.
Breaking and entering.
Huh?
Assault. I already filed the police report. I went to the police station with my face still bruised and bloodied, so they were more than willing to deal with my claim quickly. Oh yeah, then there's defamation. That one will be a piece of cake to prove too, since you went spreading slanderous lies around my company.
Just hold on a sec. Are you seriously ignoring what you did in filing charges against me? You're human waste.
The only human waste here is you. And guess what? It's garbage day. You don't listen to or believe a word I say. You go to extreme measures to ruin my life based on an obvious misunderstanding.
I haven't misunderstood anything. You just admitted you and Lovergirl have each other's phone numbers, for crying out loud. If that's not evidence of your filthy misdeeds, I don't know what is. You really are a Class A idiot.
She gave me her business card before she got in the taxi. I paid her taxi fare since she had nothing on her except a prepaid train ticket she could no longer use.
That's the worst lie I've ever heard. Whatever, I don't care anymore. I wish you both the best of luck before the judge. Oh, how sweet and romantic. You can even hold hands in court. It's not like a cripple's gonna be able to afford a lawyer.
A cripple? Jesus Christ, Nancy! And do you really think she's paying the legal fees? There's no way I'd let her do that. She represents the national swimming team in the Paralympics.
Huh?
The only reason we're in contact is because she said she'd testify to help clear my name because of the vicious lies you're spreading. There's no way I could expect her to cover my legal fees.
What do you mean she's in the Paralympics?
I'm not that into sports myself, so I don't know much about it. But apparently she's an athlete who came all the way from Wisconsin for a tour with her team. She just told me. She's from Wisconsin originally and lives there with her husband. So there's no way she'd have an affair.
Stop lying! Your pathetic attempts at deception don't fool me anymore.
Something tells me this cripple has got a lot more money than you. I'm just glad she's being kind enough to testify for me so I can fight and beat you in court with 100% certainty.
You're lying again, Kevin. No sooner do you breathe than you tell lies. You're trying to intimidate me into submission because you're terrified at the prospect of having to pay for what you did. I can read you like a book.
I'm done listening to you, Nancy. Give it a rest already. I don't care whether you believe me. I have no interest in engaging with someone with such a distrustful nature who treats baseless assumptions like they're gospel truth.
Why are you talking to me like that? Ugh, whatever. There's no going back now. I'll be making preparations for the legal battle on my end, too. I intend to fight you to the very end. Prepare to pay me compensation.
I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. But are you serious when you harp on about making me pay compensation?
Huh? Of course I'm serious. Why would you even ask me that?
Listen, here's the problem. The thing with compensation is, compensation in the event of a affair is paid by the party responsible for the affair to the victim. And this part is key. It can only occur in the context of a legally recognized union. Do you understand that?
Huh? Are you making fun of me? I obviously understand that.
Me and you aren't married. We're not even engaged. How do you plan on making a compensation claim that doesn't meet the basic definition of what you're shooting for? You're not my wife. You didn't know, did you? I take it the fact that you've gone quiet means you're Googling legal definitions like your life depends on it.
Common law marriage? I'm eligible to claim for compensation for an affair in the case of common law marriage. We're living together. Surely that means we classify as common law marriage.
Living together? You mean you decided to move into my house without permission? Totally out of the blue 3 weeks ago. Do you really think common law marriage is gonna stand up in court, despite the fact we've only been dating for 2 months?
Huh? What? Does this mean I can't sue you? I can't get compensation?
You don't have a hope in hell. One other piece of crucial information you seem to be forgetting is that I'm not actually cheating on you.
No way.
Anyway, even if you withdraw your claims now, I still fully intend on going ahead with waging legal war against you. You crossed the line when you had your brother and dad barge into my house and beat the crap out of me.
Wait! Please, Kevin. I think I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Will you forgive me? Oh, Kevin, I'm gonna head over to your place now, baby. I have to dress your wounds. You're hurt. Let me look after you, sweetie.
Don't bother. Do not come to my house.
Why are you being like this? I just want to make things up to you. I just want us to be how we used to be, baby.
There's no way we can go back after what you did. To be honest, I never want to see your face again. I will still have to see you again, though. Quite a few times, most likely. In court. It's a real shame.
Please, Kevin. I'm begging you. Listen, my head hasn't been in a good place lately. Ever since I thought you were cheating on me. I haven't been sleeping or eating properly. I think I'm ill. I can barely even bring myself to leave the house anymore.
Yeah, quit your whining, you sorry excuse of a woman. You seemed healthy and full of energy a little while ago when you were making malicious accusations and calling me every name under the sun. What was it you called me? Human waste?
I just got caught up in the moment. I said that because I was hurting.
In any case, I don't want to be involved with the kind of girl who says stuff like that when she gets caught up in the moment. That's not to mention your awful views on disabled people.
Kevin, please. I'm begging you. Please, don't take me to court. I can't even stand right now. I feel so ill. I can't even walk. Please, Kevin. I'm suffering here.
You seem to be making another misunderstanding. So let me clear this one last thing up for you before I block you and we start communicating through our lawyers. You know that thing you said earlier? About the disabled athlete I helped being a poisonous woman? I need you to be aware of something very important. The only poisonous woman here is you. A few days later, Nancy's family dragged her over to my place and all got on their knees and apologized to me in unison. On top of the false accusations of me hitting her, it turns out she told them another vicious lie. She told her family I'd been mocking them, saying that her dad and brother were cowards and, quote, wouldn't dare break into my house in a million years. Her parents and brother broke down in tears and apologized. A few days later, after some talks, I agreed to settle out of court, at least with her family. Sum of money was decided on, which I was then paid in full. I couldn't bring myself to take her family to court after realizing she tricked them too. Nancy was totally silent throughout, until her mom slapped her square in the face, at which point she broke down in tears and finally started talking. Apparently, she'd been pouring money into a secret gambling addiction and thought tricking me into paying compensation would be an easy way to get her out of the debt she'd built up. Everyone present was rendered speechless by the shocking revelation. This was obviously the first I'd heard of it too. Turned out Nancy had an extreme gambling addiction. Her finances had already hit rock bottom a few months back. That's why she thought seeing me help that woman into the taxi was the perfect timing to deploy her devious scheme. I don't think I need to explain why, but after that, I told her parents. Nancy, on the other hand, won't be getting off so lightly. I made clear my intention to take her to court for defamation. False as they may be, rumors like that don't just disappear overnight, and damage was done. As bad as I did feel for her family, I told them they just have to deal with it somehow, and saw them out of my house. It was difficult for me to come to terms with the fact that I dated a girl like that, and made me question my own judgment. I sent a humble apology to Elena, the Paralympic swimmer I met at the station, for all the trouble she'd been caused throughout this ridiculous episode. But she was adamant I had nothing to apologize for, and said it was absolutely fine. I did try to insist, but she changed the subject and invited me to watch her perform at a local sports tournament, and offered to return the taxi fare I paid for her. A few days later, a Paralympic ticket showed up in my mailbox. I have no intention of accepting her money for the taxi fare, but this is going to be my first time ever at a major sporting event, and I'm really excited. Being easily moved, I can't discount the possibility that tears will be shed on that day. Elena's warmth and friendliness was the first thing to put a smile on my face since the whole Nancy incident.